going on, everyone? I chucked the link in the comments here, so if anyone wants to jump on for a chat, feel free. I'm just comping some CD singles. And there we go. Who's here? Matilda? How you going? I really need to get some glasses. Champs? How you going? Champ? Backs? How you going? Yeah, no worries. I was just sitting here anyway, so well, I might as well. It's good. It gives me a little bit of content for my channel because I haven't been doing much lately. So, thanks for getting better. Yeah, getting better. My back's stuffed again though. Problem is when I get the flu, I always get a chest infection, and I'm pretty sure it's because of my CPAP machine. I asked the sleep technician guy, and he said like all the air going into me, being blown into my lungs is like breaking up all the friggin' phlegm and shit off my lungs or whatever, and that's probably why. So I don't know how it works, but so yeah, and now I've got my inflamed rib again from coughing nonstop. So yeah, it's just annoying more than anything. It's nothing major. So, but yeah, way better than I was. Have you been playing in the back? Oh, cool. Yeah, Justin, how you going? Get some work done in the background. Yeah, if anyone wants to jump on. Feel free. Come on for a chat. Thrift Station, how you going? What's everyone else listening? I'm listening CD singles. I don't know. So, like, if I know if a lot of you guys were over on the Octopus. I nearly call him by his real name every time. Over on his channel, I found some interesting ones. I found this one. 101 Dalmatians featuring Joe Beth Taylor. I love my dog. No comps. Couldn't find any. I was going to look it up on Discogs, but I didn't bother. I'll have a look now. Dave, how you going, mate? Makes sense. Pushing bacteria into the lungs. Yeah. It's just annoying more than anything. I mean, everyone gets the flu and shit. So, but it just it tends to be just magnified because like I try to wear my mask, but there's nights where I'm just so stuffed up and that I can't wear it. And then when I don't wear my mask, I walk around like I feel like I've got the flu. So it's like times 10. So yeah. Dragon Ball Z cards and Marvel cards, so cool. Do you make a lot out of those? I don't really know anything about them. Books and more books. I listed a few books yesterday, which is weird for me. Joe Beth. Yeah, it's weird. 101 Dalmatians, Joe Beth, and there's usually this sort of thing. Like, usually I look it up, you look it up, and there's like friggin' hundreds of them, and they're like $4 each or whatever, but there's none. Was Blake coming in on this sense of videos and just putting them through machine? Yeah, I think Blake said he was going to come in. He might just be doing some few things before he gets a chance. I'm not sure. To get rid of scratch. Oh yeah. Retro Ringer, how you going? One sold on Terapeak, $27. Was that the Mariah? Yeah, the Mariah CD. where was that one? Yeah, Joy to the World. There's one listed for 86 or something, and then there's one sold for, well, it was sold for 100 crossed out, so it was sold on offer. So, but yeah, I don't think I would get 80 or 100. I think like it's the sort of thing where I just think that's an outlier. I haven't looked it up on Discogs. Usually, when you see prices like that, you look it up on Discogs, and there's heaps of them for sale, way cheaper. But like, I had one. I can't remember what it was now, but I talked about it last time we did this listing Hangz. I was comping, and I was telling Josh that there was one listed for 100, one listed for 500, and there was a whole bunch of them on Discog. That was on eBay. There was a whole bunch of them on Discogs for like, $1.50 each or whatever. I listed it for 20 on eBay, and it sold like just the other day. Like, it sold it in a couple of weeks. So it's funny, like a lot of people don't know about Discogs, so like they don't bother going there to shop. So you can usually get, if there's none on eBay, you can usually get a bit more. I love my dog said he has 2 comps in the last 12 months on eBay, 16 auction and 31 sold by now. Nice. It's just like, like if I saw that in an op shop, I wouldn't even pick it up. Actually, I would, only because I know Christian from Forest Finds. He's got a Dalmatian, and he buys like a lot of the old school Dalmatian stuff. So I probably would just pick it up for that reason, but I wouldn't pick it up like thinking, oh, I'm going to sell this. And it sold for $31. Octopus, how you going? I actually went and bloody combed my hair before I come on because it was shitting me. So I have to wet it. Like now I don't tie it back. I have to wet it all the time and comb it back just to keep it out of my bloody eyes. I'm going to have a wine. My post-business new discounts are garbage. Post in the bin. A bit of a I don't know if you're referring to this, but that's a Sean McAuliffe reference there, Matilda. In the bin. Hello, is that Mary? I can't remember what your name was, what your username was, your handle. Yeah. So that Mariah Carey one's pretty nuts. I don't think it'll go for that price, but I might put it up for. I'll look it up on Discogs first anyway, but we'll see. Sometimes I just like the cockroaches one that I sold. I had no idea what to list it for. I ended up listing it for 100, and I think they were listed for cheaper on Discogs. I can't remember, and it sold full price. Sometimes I just like put them up for a stupid price, and then you get an offer that's better than what you think you would have sold it for anyway. So yes, it is Mary. I thought it was. There you go. My discount. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot you can do about it. That's the problem. So I just ignore it. Whatever it costs, it costs. I can't change it, so I don't even look at it, to be honest. I just go through, do my orders, and pay it. Yeah, it's one of those things. There's other things that annoy me more about Australia Post. The biggest one is international. When COVID came in, they stopped allowing DVDs and stuff to be sent as letters, and you had to send them as parcels. It used to cost like $10 to send a DVD to America. Now it's like 21. COVID's not really an issue now, and they haven't changed it back. So that's pretty annoying. That shits me out the wall. But I mean, you get a pretty good discount on international stuff anyway. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that they just sort of use that. I feel like they just use that as an excuse. So yeah. Shano, how you going? Tuned in during a break from watching movies. Nice. Watched any good ones lately? You know what? I watched. Yeah, we all have movies. Shane was on our movie channel a few weeks ago. He's a great bloke. We chat all the time. yeah, if you're into movies, go over and follow Shane on YouTube and on Instagram. He does a lot of interviews with the stars and stuff. Um, I watched a movie the other day that everyone's seen, but I haven't. We've all got those movies that everyone's seen, but for whatever reason you haven't. And it's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, and it's from 1979 or 1978. It was The Deer Hunter. Never seen The Deer Hunter before, and I absolutely loved it. It blew me away. Like I was just captivated the whole time. So yeah, it's like, why have I never seen this before? It's funny because I actually had it on Blu-ray. It's one of those movies that I've always wanted to watch, and I just 3 hours, so I just never got around to it. And then I was randomly listening to a Tarantino interview, and he was started talking about the Deer Hunter, and I'm like, stuff it, you know what? I'm gonna go and watch it. And I watched it the other night, and absolutely loved it. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen, I reckon. So. Anyone else? Anyone else got any movies that they've never seen but everyone has? I've got quite a few. After that, one of the biggest one I think that I've never seen is The Godfather. I've never seen any of the Godfathers. So after I watched Deer Hunter, I'm like, stuff this. I've got to get into some of these movies that I've never seen. And I chucked The Godfather. I've still got half an hour to go because it got really late at night. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that as well. So anyway, we're not a movie channel here, but we can still talk about it. eBay, yeah, I don't even know what the eBay posts are like. I've never used it. It's pretty good money in cards. All I sell is trading cards and collectibles. So I have cards listed anywhere from one. Yeah, cool. I got a ton of basketball cards. Excuse me. They tanked in price big time. Like, they were part of the COVID boom, like every other collectible. So yeah, I have no idea what a lot of them are worth. I sort of have an idea, but I just put them all in a drawer. I couldn't be bothered dealing with them. So hopefully one day they'll just be like one of these random rookies that have heaps of cards of will just break out and become a star. Since July, then drop percentages on international posts. Okay, yeah, I didn't know. Watched Wolf Creek 1 and 2 for the first time the other day. I can't believe I rewatched Wolf Creek 1 maybe 6-7 weeks ago. It's a great movie. I got the 4K. The Umbrella, I think it was Umbrella, or Vive, I can't remember. One of them just released the first Wolf Creek on 4K, so I rewatched it. It's a great movie. There he is. The link's at the top of the chat. I'll post it again if you want to jump in. The Godfather is, yeah, it is. Like, I'm just like, why have I never? I love mob movies, like, absolutely love them. One of my favorite genres. Never seen any of the Godfathers. We're talking about Goodfellas on Monday on the movie channel, and I've never seen the Godfellas. The Godfellas. Godfather. Never watched any of the Star Wars movies. I've only seen them once, the original trilogy. They're okay. The prequels are garbage. I didn't mind The Force Awakens, and then whatever the one was after that, I turned it off halfway through, and I've never watched another one since. Not really my thing. I have to send you my VHS Godfather collection. Yeah, I don't need any more VHS. I just got rid of 4,000. Thank you. I've never seen Schindler's List either. It's probably one I should watch. It's not one that I'm super. I don't know. It's not one that I'm super keen to go out and check out. When I used to be a tour guide, I had to do a media event with John Jarrett. Really funny guy. Yeah, I reckon he would be. He seems like he'd be a really good bloke. He's great. He's really great, isn't he? Yeah. So if anyone wants to jump on, feel free. So that I've got someone to talk to and I can actually do some comping. I'm waiting for a phone call actually. So if I drop out at some stage, well, if I just turn my mic off, You guys will know that's why. I'm expecting my lawnmower man and my house cleaner to come over at some stage. They are my mum and dad. So they're both retired now, so I'm paying them to do my clean my house and do my lawns. So it's just easier. I can't do it because of my back, obviously. So what's everyone doing? What, Blake, where are you? Are you going to jump in? There he is. Oh, it's not Blake. It's Mary. How you going? I can't hear you. Are you there? Oh, there you are. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Oh, thanks for coming on. Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me, can you? Nope, she's gone. She's trying to figure it out. Yeah, my car's fixed. Took 6 weeks to get it back. And then I got the flu. I was like, oh, yeah, I get my car back. I can go, buddy. And I go for a drive to Melbourne and then go to Savers and stuff. And then I got the flu. And then on Monday, just gone, I was like, yes, I was finally starting to get better. I'm like, yes, I'm going to go to Savers. And I went to both Savers and drove. It takes me an hour and 15 minutes to get to just the first one. And absolute fizzes. There was nothing there. Turns out they had a sale on Tuesday, so they weren't putting any good shit out. But yeah, it is very nice to have it back. It is. It's like an absolute dream to drive compared to the thing I had, the little go-kart bloody piece of shit that I had that I couldn't even fit in. Jazzy, hang on. I'll put you on while I'm doing the post run. Cool. Apparently the post ladies watch my videos. I found out. Josh, how you going?
I think you got something wrong with your audio.
Me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's not coming up. There's no voice, mate.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. How about you?
Can the rest of the chat hear me?
I've opened it up on the other tab, and yes.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know what was going on.
Nah, something weird.
Well, I was just sitting here talking to myself, was I?
I think so. You can hear you on the tab, but not through the StreamYard thing, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the issue, but
You hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you got no issues going on.
So everyone could hear me in the chat.
Yeah, I can hear you in the chat. I had you on the phone separately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the chat was fine.
There we go. Mary, can you hear me now, Mary?
Yes.
Yeah. That was weird. I didn't do it. I thought, I did remove myself and then add myself again.
Turn it on and off again. Always works. 100% of the time.
I take it out.
Verizon
Yeah, I'm waiting for a phone call. So if my audio dropped out again, it's on purpose.
That's all right.
What?
That's all right. I've got to go pick the kids up from school anyway in about 5 minutes, so I'll have to duck out.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah. What's all the news?
Brandon's here. How you going? Need to go? Yeah, not much. I'm just you got listens?
I'm doing bugger all right now. I should be doing listings, but I'm not. It's just one of those days, I think.
I'll be doing bugger all pretty soon in the like after this. I'll be going back to the couch. I got me my house cleaner and my lawn mower man coming over, like I just said before. Done me mum and dad. So,
Hello, boys and girls.
hello.
Hello.
So yeah, I think it's just easier to pay. My parents are retired, recently retired, so I'm just going to pay them to do my lawns and stuff now. So because I can't do it, so yeah. it just makes
Josh,
it
are you taking after Chris Furlong?
Why?
Sunglasses on your head?
Just he's one of my personal heroes, that Chris Furlong. I haven't met the guy before, but I like his hair. He's got pretty luxurious hair.
He has
Yeah.
got very luxurious hair, hasn't he?
Yeah, you must like my goatee as well.
Yeah, just the goatee does it for me. Like,
Chris reminds me a lot of what I used to be like back in high school. My hair was down by my shoulder blades, like all the way down here. It was disgusting.
I think Chris is having a midlife crisis, but that's only me.
I've still got my hair here.
What are you saying about Cara?
That was when you cut it off in the live chat.
I literally cut it off in the live stream and I put it up here and it's been sitting there ever since.
So those in the chat, you can start the bidding at 50 cents.
Yeah.
And on that note, I am ducking out, but thanks for having me on, Wayno. I only slightly creeped out, but I'll chat to you next time.
No worries.
See you, mate. Bye.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, God.
excuse me.
Yes, I won't be here for long because I have an appointment to get to. But yes, I've got to go and see about getting all my meds changed for the nursing home because everyone seems to think I'm a bit, hypo at times. So I need to go and get something to calm me down.
Are you filming the podcast today?
Yes.
Yeah. When are you doing that?
In about 2 minutes. That's actually where I'm going, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to be on that? Are you doing that as well, Mary?
Pardon?
Are you doing the podcast as well? Didn't you say that before?
Yes.
Ooh, spoiler.
Yeah. Mary's going to pop in.
There
Yeah. All right. Well, I better go. I just thought I'd pop in quickly and say good day in between. And yeah.
No worries.
I've touched up my lippy, so I'm ready to go.
All right. We'll have a good podcast.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And then there were two. Oh, three. There we go.
We're going.
Hey guys.
Yeah, well, must be pretty late over there now, I think. Brandon, can you hear me?
Uh-oh. More issues.
Can't hear me either.
Oh, God.
We can hear him, but he can't hear us.
Yeah. That's funny. That's what happened before, too.
Yeah.
Oh, God. How long are you going live for, Wayno?
Don't know. Probably not. It won't be ages. My back's pretty sore, so I can't sit here for probably hours, So maybe like an hour or something.
Yeah, fair. I'm going to duck out for half an hour, but I'll try and join back.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Cool. All right. We'll see you soon.
All right, see ya. Can you hear me?
Disappointed tonight.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I missed out on a pretty good Facebook buy for dirt cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a bunch of hardcore and punk CDs
Oh, wow.
for about 30 cents a piece.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like 180 of them too, and I'm like, oh man, it was like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, and that stuff, like a lot of that stuff, can go for good money too. I guess you probably want a lot of it for your own collection as well.
Yeah, I definitely add some of it to my collection also, but I mean, it is what it is. So there's always more. But
yeah, I've got I'm doing all these CD singles at the moment, and I'm waiting to get to it because I know I've got a Green Jelly, which they were called Green Jello in America. A single here somewhere, and I comped it months ago, and it's sold on eBay for $150. So I don't know where it is. It's stuck in here somewhere.
I've got something that's pretty rare. I'm getting ready to list soon too. Found it cleaning up the back room. Greta Van Fleet.
Oh yeah.
It's the 4-disc, like EP sealed.
Oh yeah.
There's 2 listed on eBay for about 260.
Shit.
Then there's another one for I think 100. Let me look it up real fast.
Is that other ones on eBay sealed?
I'm gonna look right now. I looked at it the other day. I can't remember. Let's do lowest first. CDs. US sellers. There's one listed new for 100 free ship, and then the other 2 are $249.95 free ship with 18 watchers on it.
Shit.
And $269.99. And then when you look at solds aren't bad. I mean, they're not nearly that high, obviously, but used for 55, new on auction for 61. I probably wouldn't do an auction on that necessarily.
No.
Buy it now for 80, and another one was 100 best offer. So, I mean, it does go for quite a bit. I don't even know how. I honestly can't remember how I got it. I think like if I did, it was only a couple bucks I paid for it. So, I'll definitely make out on that one.
I just found this one here. I'll have to look on Terapeak because it looks like it's gone. What am I doing? Yeah, that's really weird. There's one. Oh yeah, there's one sold for 100. This one.
Was it?
The best.
Wow. Yeah.
There's one sold for $138 plus $17 postage. So it must have been overseas.
That's crazy.
And the Cass single sold for 33. There's one listed for 149 at the moment. So that was only in April that sold for 138.
That's pretty recent then. That's good.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about media. They don't take up a ton of space.
Yeah.
So
it's actually not the best condition, but I could get it cleaned up.
I was gonna say you have a clear, don't you?
Yeah, but it's currently not working.
No.
But I also know other people that have got cleaners, so if I really wanted to go and do it,
I use a cheap one. I still can't spend $1,600 on the one I really want.
Yeah. Well, I spent $400 on it. It was a $1,600 machine, but I spent $400 on it, second hand, and then it stopped working. So, yeah, I've get it looked at. I don't know what is going on with it. Yeah, it like actually scratches the shit out of the CDs. That does the app.
Yeah, I use the JFJ Easy Pro right now. It's a $200 machine. It does the job. It gets a lot of stuff out, but
yeah,
DVDs there still leaves a swirl of scratches. But CDs, it can remove most of it. It's not perfect, but
Yeah, like this was leaving like real heavy, like completely ruining the CD.
really,
Yeah, and it like the first 20 or so I did were fine. I came out great, like perfect. And then all of a sudden, so it came with a heap of like new pads and stuff. So I changed the pads. I just thought, oh, well, I'll change the pads and it'll be right. And I changed the pads and it didn't make a difference. It still didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with it, but it might be maybe off balance or something. I got no idea.
Yeah, I had that happen with one of my other ones too. Before it stopped working, it just everything. It seemed like it was off kilter. You could see it when it was rotating that it was not level at all. I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm about done with this machine. I can get another one.
The annoying thing is the people I got it off, they told me that they just had it refurbished and they hadn't actually checked it, like to make sure it was all good. But they were like, oh, it should be fine. The company refurbished it and everything. And then I took it and it was actually working perfectly fine. So I didn't get it off them in a bad condition, but it just didn't take long. And then all of a sudden it's doing some weird shit. Like, so maybe it was refurbished not very well.
What brand was it?
It's called a Disco Devil. It sounds so cheap.
It does sound cheap.
Yeah, sounds so cheap and lame, but it worked like a dream. Those first 20 or so, like I had a whole bunch of Wii games and shit that were like worth between.
I'm looking it up right now just to kind of see what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Disco Devil repair machine. That's fun. I actually spelled it like disco, disco. It still kind of found a YouTube video about it.
Swirls are caused by wrong compound and dry.
Yeah, that thing isn't cheap. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's fucking heavy too.
€1,437, which is about $1,600.
Yeah.
That's similar to the one that I've been looking at. It's I think it's called like Elm USA is the company, and they're actually the company's in Illinois, which is a few hours just north of me. And theirs runs about $1,600 too.
Yeah.
Virtually the same thing.
The people that got it off are a closed down DVD store, like rental store, and then I also bought a shitload of their stock off them, and they've been like I could tell they've been using the machine on the disc, and like they're all great. Like, so it's actually a really good machine, but for whatever reason, I don't know what the fuck. It just I put it in the too hard basket, so I just sort of went, oh, well, this is annoying, and I just left it to the side, and I haven't, and then I cleaned my whole house and I moved it, just into a spot, and now it's just sitting there, and I haven't bothered dealing with it again. So it may be something I could just figure out, but
I mean, you know, someplace I can get it refurbished.
yeah, I'm not sure. I could probably look into it, but I just haven't. But I got a few of them. I made a bit of money out of it, like straight away, because like
Parts or something. Yeah.
I did like 20 or so discs, and I like scratched discs that I'd sitting in, and I sold them all for like $30 to $50 each. So I got my money back for it anyway. So
yeah,
basically, you have to take it to my brother to get fixed. Vince? Does he know? Yeah, he might. I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't play cards anymore, so.
Yeah.
I use JFJ2, does the job now, good for the price, can't justify an expensive.
Exactly. Yeah, the JFJ is it's good for the price. There's people that use, I've seen or heard people using like car wax polish on the JFJ pads.
Oh, really?
They come out pretty good too. So,
well, I use that manually.
How do you?
Yeah, I use turtle wax, scratch and swirl, just to clean the discs manually, like the microfiber. Sometimes you get finger marks and stuff that just won't wipe off. Like,
I should probably get someone to try that.
It's absolutely. I tell everyone about it. People say to me, "Do you really use that?" Like, and it's like, why would I tell you if it's? Well, people think it's going to ruin the disc or something, but it's literally. It's still half full. I bought it years ago. You only need the tiniest little bit on a microfiber cloth, and it's
So don't go with it. Yeah, I should try that.
it works so good.
I think it's
The best thing about it is it doesn't smell. So, like some cleaning fluids and stuff, like can really smell. Like I don't want to leave a
Right.
smell when I'm sending stuff to people and stuff. So,
my dog was back here. I think she went out, but I think she left. So I guess I'm not letting her out right now.
does Eco Pro leave swirls under bright lights? See, the Disco Devil thing that I've got didn't, but I've seen, like, I've bought discs that people have obviously cleaned, and I've seen the swirls that some machines leave. Yeah, like, and in some lighting, you can't see them at all. It looks perfect.
Yeah, I wondered about the Eco Pro because everyone, all those CD places up north, that's what I'm looking at. And they use them too. Like there's this one place I had like 4 or 5 of them just right in a row, just cleaning discs for video games and so on and so forth. But I might just stick with the JFJ. It's a hell of a lot cheaper and does virtually the same job. I mean, I can get it to where you get that pad warm enough with the solution on there, you can get to where almost all the scratches are completely gone.
Yeah. Well, they sell polish pads now to fix. I use polish pads after 30 seconds and it gives the mirror finish. Oh, yeah, cool. So you use compound, then polish pads. How much per clean does it cost you? 16 cents per min. But I have another contact in Australia that can do it a cheaper price next time. Yeah, sweet. Just buy him a 6-pack, he can tinker with it. I'm sure he's always doing some job. Yeah, awesome. I might hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up, see if you get that thing fixed.
Sorry?
I said, yeah, hit him up, see if you can get that thing fixed.
Yeah, I need to do it, but I've got like a lot of other sort of things that are higher priority at the moment. So
that's funny. They're talking about the alcohol. Yeah, I've got that too. The rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. I use Migua's ultimate combo cards with my JFJ. The buff pad's not bad now using it either.
Yep, McGuire's. That's what I've heard also.
Yeah, cool.
I should try. I've got so many of the JFJ pads. I can just use one pad with that and just see how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got I've got that much stuff to list anyway, like, that I really want to get through. So it's not really a massive priority for me at the moment because the scratch discs that I've got set aside, I've got them boxed up in the shed anyway. But yeah, I've worked pretty hard to get shit in this house sorted out, and like now I'm at the point where I can actually list everything, which is awesome. So like I've got a massive shelf in the lounge room. It's all neatly organized now, full of DVDs to list that still haven't been listed. There's a few tubs around as well, at the bottom full. I've got like 8 tubs of toys. It's that much stuff to list. So I sort of just put the disc machine, on the back burner because I don't really need to worry about it at the moment.
I just inventoried a garage sale I did a week and a half ago, and I haven't had a chance to even touch it. Luckily, 90% of it was spotless, so I don't have to think about 10 disc tops. Like $300. I paid up though. I paid like $150.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of the Time Life stuff in there.
Oh yeah,
and this stuff, just one of the sets that I can sell, which is almost complete. It's like 22 discs. I'll make my money back on that alone.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like a lot of that stuff, people look at it and think, it's just garbage. They don't even.
Oh, that Time Life still holds value.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that.
It's crazy. And then some of the other stuff I got that was in there. I mean, there's like Queensryche, there's Wasp, there's there's some good stuff in here. This guy was a rocker, Lizzie Borden. I mean, those CDs are like $15-$20 a pop.
Yeah. I love when you get it. I love when you get a lot, and it's just like in perfect condition, like all the discipline.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making probably a couple grand off this, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, I had to put some in my collection to fill some holes too, though. About 10 discs, I filled some holes. There's a couple of lost ones I didn't have. I'm like, oh man. And there was some good, like some of the early Kiss CDs that are going like 15, 20 a piece too.
Yeah. Kiss, you can go and watch them live and listen to a CD.
It's one band I haven't seen live, and I suppose they're on their last tour.
Yeah. You just listen to backing tracks while you're watching them. Basically,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've seen them live. They're not great. Yeah.
I've always they finally started growing on me in the last couple of years. I mean, otherwise I hated them.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. I only went to see them because, like, I've never been a huge fan of them, but I only went to see them because they played with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And this was like about 10, 15 years ago. I can't remember when. A good mate of mine, massive Kiss fan, massive Kiss fan, didn't really even know Motley Crue. He knew Motley Crue they were, but he never listened to them. Talked to him after the show. He loved Motley Crue and he thought Kiss were terrible. So that says a lot about Kiss.
Motley Crue is great. That's another one I haven't seen live yet either.
They're really good. Like, I mean,
obviously they've kind of gone down.
Yeah, they've got their own
anymore.
A lot of people are saying they're playing the back. Well, Mick Mars is the guitarist. He's saying that Nicky doesn't play bass at all live. Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah, like they're really good. They were really good live. Apart from the fact that Vince can't really sing anymore because he's too fat. So
right.
I've noticed in some live videos recently that he stopped running around on the stage. So because he had the same problem as Axl. So Axl was terrible singing live, and then when Axl broke his leg and he couldn't run around on stage anymore,
he sat there. Yep.
His singing was so much better. So now Axl doesn't run around on stage as much anymore, and I've noticed Vince has started doing that. So Vince is actually a bit better than he was. But yeah, he sings every second word. He doesn't. Just leaves every second.
Can't catch his breath anymore.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, there's a Megadeth. Just announced they're going to be in my area about an hour from me.
Oh yeah.
I might go catch that. It's them and Biohazard.
Biohazard are awesome live.
Yeah, the problem is it's on a freaking Wednesday. And I'm like, yeah, you're killing me. Thursday I could probably do because I just have to get through Friday at work, but freaking right in the middle of the week.
Yeah, Biohazard, they surprised me. They were really good live. Megadeth I haven't seen. Megadeth are one of the bigger bands. No, I have seen. I just saw Megadeth.
I saw them last year for the first time. They were the last of the big four I needed to see.
Yeah, same. Like I don't know. We just had Knotfest like a few months ago, and Megadeth played there. They were the last one of the big four, and they were like the last one of all the main sort of thrash bands that I haven't seen live. So yeah, they were good.
I saw Slayer on their last tour.
Sorry.
I saw them a couple of times previously when they were with Ozfest.
Yeah.
Saw Anthrax in a small club.
Yeah.
A long time ago, and with Seven Dust.
Yeah.
I was so deaf after that concert. I was right in front of Scotty in the entire night.
Anthrax are good though. I've seen Anthrax a few times. They are fucking really good live.
They were on the tour, the final tour with Slayer. It was them. What was it? Them, Testament, Lamb of God.
Yeah,
that was a hell of a lineup in Slayer.
Yeah, crazy. Testament are good too. I love Testament.
I mean, if you add like a big 5 and 6, you could throw Overkill and Testament in there probably as the 5th and 6th. Honestly.
Yeah, totally.
Because Testament opened.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, they're opening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts. The link's in the chat, Figsy, if you feel like jumping in. or anyone else for that matter.
I'm gonna step away for a second. I gotta let my dog out.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, come on.
I don't know if I'll find it. Post the link again. If anyone wants to jump in, feel free. I'm gonna go and check on my dog as well. I'll be back in a second. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
Ended up getting that phone call that I was waiting for. So
Trying to list a 5-disc lot set right now.
sorry.
So I'm trying to list a 5-disc set.
Oh, yeah.
It's an 80s set called Living in Oblivion. It's a complete set. It's 5 volumes. Goes for about 30 to 40. Like my cost is 80 cents for all 5.
Yeah, sweet. No worries, Figsy. Yeah, I'm trying to get some work done as well. Just comping. I have to keep.
You're not coming in?
Not coming in, Figsy. Trying to get me pages sorted out. I lost my comping page somehow. Yeah, I got a shitload of these singles from that. I've done all the hard case singles. I've got all the cardboard sleeve singles from the radio DJ that I got the deal off a while ago now. So yeah, finding some good ones. There was another one I found that I couldn't find anything on that. Is that promo? Maybe I'm. Oh, where I put it? Where is it? It's got to be in here. Oh, there it is. Is this it's hard to read. It's Midnight Oil, Daniel Lanoy. Well, I don't know who that is. Hot House Flowers. Who is it?
I don't know who that is either.
Crash Vegas and the Tragically Hip. It's like all of them. It's like they did a song for the rainforest or some shit.
Oh.
And it's got the promo only stamp on it. I comped it. I comped it just before. I can't remember what it was going for, but it was a pretty good one, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird what stuff you think isn't worth crap, and then you look it up and you're surprised.
Yeah, like the Dalmatian one. Fat Boy boxed PS3 to box up and ship. Yeah, fair enough. A bit pain in the ass.
Lots of override.
Yeah, I told well, like the reason I've got these out is I did all the hard case singles. And I really didn't think a lot of them would sell, but I've sold a few of them. So, one guy bought 7 of them yesterday.
Oh, wow.
All in one hit. And then, yeah, I've sold a few of the others. So it's like, oh, it's worth going from.
I'm still testing cassettes. Hasn't changed.
Yeah. Oh, you're actually testing.
I listen to parts of it here and there, yeah. And some of the stuff I kind of like, so I'm like, I'll just leave it on while I'm working a little bit during the workday. I have some stuff playing, but
yeah,
you'd be surprised how much some of the cassette singles can even go for.
Yeah.
This one right here is like $8 to $10. Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Butterfly Wings.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, over here, Oz rock, like the 80s and some 90s, Australian rock. Some of that stuff can go for really good money. It's pretty crazy. Vanilla Ice, roll them up.
I'm always on the lookout for someone who wants to get rid of their old hip hop collection. There's a big money there. Some of that stuff is crazy how obscure it is.
Banger song. I think that's the Pumpkins. Is it Bullet?
Bullet with Butterfly Wings?
Which one's the one that's... Oh, no, it's 1979. I used to play on guitar, 1979.
The one what?
1979, the Smashing Pumpkins song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play that on guitar years ago. I don't think I'd remember it now.
Another one that's got like it's worth $7 or $8. Guns N' Roses, Live and Let Die.
Yeah. $7 or $8. I reckon we'd get more for that over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it ain't great in the US on some of the stuff, unfortunately.
Cheapest one on Australian eBay is $25.
For the cassette single?
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's for the Australian cassette single.
Ah.
And the New Zealand one is 30. And there's one sold for 25.
Cheapest US one, it's $5.99. $5.99 plus ship. I mean, they've sold for I think that minimum at least. And I don't mind listing stuff that cheap on eBay if my cost of goods is low. It doesn't take but 2 seconds to list it.
And it's real easy to ship too.
Yeah, just throw it above a mail and you're good to go.
Sold Red City, I had 2-pack and biggie on it, $90 for it. Yeah, that's great. That last time we were doing this, that Xavier Rudd CD that I had, that I was like, it looks like it's come from his website, and it like looks like maybe he produced it before he got really famous or whatever. I sold it for $90.
Wow.
Yeah, I just guessed on the price. I listed it for $100. Someone watched it, and I sent out an offer of $90, and they accepted it.
That's what I love about those best offers now. It's like, I mean, you name the price. If there's no one on it, name it as high as you want. People are going to offer what they're willing to pay.
Yeah, that's it. So, it's funny, like when I just guessed the price, and then I'm like, oh, it's sold. Like, and it didn't sell straight away, so I know I guessed right. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's sold within like 4 or 5 days, maybe. I can't remember. Maybe a week. So it's not like people had saved searches, waiting for it or anything. So yeah.
Sometimes I'll watch something that I want to get, and I'll just wait and see if someone's going to send me an offer before I'm willing to pull the trigger if I want to buy it for my collection.
Yeah. I very rarely buy off eBay, but I've done that as well. So if it's something that's just sort of that's the going rate, it's a Blu-ray what I want, and then like it's listed for 30, and that's sort of where you can get it. You can get it for 30 anywhere or whatever. I just watch it and see if they send me an offer, and if they don't, I just keep waiting until I find it somewhere else.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I get the opportunity to send an offer, I usually just send it just to see if I can try and just get a quick sale out of it.
Yeah, get them. I reckon get them while they're hot.
Yep, get it right away while it's fresh in their mind.
Like I always say, because I'm like this, so that's what I always tend to do things because by the way I think or the way I do things, and I feel like people, if they watch it and they don't buy it straight away, they tend to get over it. Like, after a while, you look at it for a long time. It's always there when you go into your eBay or whatever, and you kind of get over it, and you never end up buying it. So it's like, I feel like if you just send an offer straight away, you get them while they're on that. Oh shit, I want that. While they've got that in their mind, kind of thing. And they can't resist, kind of thing, once you send the offer. So that's the way I do it. And I'm sort of surprised. I am surprised. Like, I don't buy much off eBay, like I said, but when I do go looking for something, it surprises me how many people don't have offers on. They don't have offers on their list. And it's like, wow, that's a massive advantage for me, and for other DVD sellers that have offers on. Because I sell a lot of my stuff gets sold through offers, whether they send it to me or I send it to them.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes 40-50% of my sales can be through an offer. It just depends.
Oh yeah, totally. The guy that bought the 7 singles off me yesterday, they were all offers. He sent me 7 offers. It was weird because 4 of them I accepted because they were pretty decent offers, and the other 3 were real low balls. So it was kind of strange because it was the same guy. So I counted the other three. I accepted 4 and counted the other 3. And then I think he counted me again just a little bit less. So I liked them what I counted. So I accepted them all. Like
I've done that. When I saw a person buying, 10, 12 items at a time, they were sending me these offers. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll take the lowball offer on a few of them just to get rid of it. And plus, it's going to be a bulk ship. So it just helps my cost per sale.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll take. I'll do it. It's weird because sometimes, I'll accept 3 or 4 offers of their offers, and then the other ones I'll counter, and then they'll just decline them or whatever, and they just buy the 3 or 4. It's weird, but I find that usually if they're going to buy those 3 or 4, they'll accept your counter offers as well.
Right.
So on the other ones. I found sending offers late at night works good conversion rate. Seems they see the notification first thing in the morning. Yeah, cool. It might also, you could also, so people at work during the day and they're busy during the day and stuff, maybe if you're like at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night when people are sitting down watching TV, they got their phone, they're looking at Facebook and stuff. That might be a good time as well. They get the notification, they see it as soon as they get it because they're already on their phone.
Yep.
Maybe that might be a good time as well.
I almost get an offer right when I go to bed.
Yeah.
It never fails. It's like right when I lay down, I look over, I'm like, God damn it.
I quite often get offers when I go to bed from WA, Western Australia, because they're a couple of hours behind us over here.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
same with me. I'll still live in California.
I go to bed at like 12 and it's like 10 o'clock over there. And in the summer over here, we have daylight savings, so it's like 3-hour difference. So it'll be 12 here and it'll be 9 over there. So, I'll quite often get an offer come through when I go to bed, and I know it straight away. It's from WA.
What percentage of your buyers are repeat?
I don't know. I don't look at stats and stuff.
I looked mine up the other day. I think I looked it up year to date. Let me pull it up again.
I don't even know where to look. I can go and look.
Do you have I'm assuming you have an actual eBay store, right?
Yeah. It'll be under performance, I guess.
Yeah, let me get there. Hold on. I think that's where it's at. Yeah, I do performance, and I do sales, and then when I run my sales, I compare this year compared to last year's kind of what I've been doing because I'm actually up on the year. I'm barely hanging on though. It tells me about how many are my repeat buyers. Yeah, it's literally like 2.3% of my total sales this year have been repeat buyers.
So mine is, I'll stretch a page out.
I'm trying to build that up more. That's why I'm, the business cards and stuff, and I'm still getting a little more traction in my eBay store.
Repeat buyers 8.8%.
Wow, that's where I want to be. I want to be like around 8 to 10%. That's really good.
Yeah, I've never looked at it, so I don't really know how that stacks up. But that's 8.8% repeat.
How many people are following your store right now?
That's this year,
right?
My store.
I've only got 205.
796.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, like I do it all through the messages. I think I talked about it last time. I send messages after I don't send messages to buyers who've bought a parcel, it's got tracking. Anyone who I send a large letter to, which doesn't have tracking, I send them a picture of from the post office with the label on it that they printed out, and a message that says "follow me" and blah blah blah, has all the shit in it. And people love it. They absolutely love the messages. It's weird. A lot of people I get so many. It's kind of annoying getting all the responses, to be honest, but because you get way more messages than you usually would.
Right.
But yeah, there's so many messages like thanks so much for the information. Like people just love the peace of mind, to know that you've sent it, and all that. So, and then like they're like, I'll definitely follow you. This is great customer service, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's how I get them. That's all I do pretty much. So
yeah, the little personal touch. Yeah, I probably need to definitely start doing some of that.
8% is an excellent rate. That's cool. I didn't know that. What annoys me is eBay lumps multi-buyers with repeat buyers. They are two different things in my. Yeah, like if they're a first-time buyer and they buy two things, it says a repeat buyer.
Yeah, it does that. Yep.
Yeah,
on the second item. Yep.
Yeah, that's a bit dumb because they're not really a repeat buyer. I find sending offers each morning works best. Anything sent at any other time of day just doesn't seem to have as much of an impact. Yeah, like I just send them as soon as I get them. Well, not as soon. I didn't know when I get them, but I just check my phone all throughout the day.
Yep.
Whenever I'm always looking at my phone. So, say if I get a message from someone, I'll open the message, read it, respond or whatever. Then I'll just quickly open the eBay app before I close my phone again. So, and if there's offers there, I just send them out quickly. So, get them while they're hot. I know a lot of people that feel that way, and they make a lot of sales on offers. So it's funny. I had one yesterday. It was a random DVD that I almost didn't list because I just thought it's just going to sit there and never sell. But I listed it anyway. There was a few of them listed for like $30, and no one's ever bought one. So I listed it for $20, and it was sealed brand new or whatever. So I was like, "Stuff it, I'll just list it." It's quick listing, and I got an offer yesterday for $15, and I saw the notification come up, and I'm like, "Oh, I only listed it 2 weeks ago," whatever. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to go and accept that straight away." And I went in, and they retracted their offer before I could even get a chance to. And then, no shit, to this morning, the same person sent me an offer of $9.99. For that the same DVD.
And you rejected it, I'm assuming.
I counted at 15 and they bought it. It's so funny. I already know you were happy to pay 15 for it yesterday. So
exactly.
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
I've had it pop in sometimes where it says I have an offer I can send out, and when I go into it, I can't send it out. It says it's not eligible. I'm like, what the hell? Don't put it in there.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with mine, and then the only way I knew that it was retracted was I got a message, like it was in my message notifications. I didn't get a notification; it was just in my notifications, and it said offer retracted. I was like, okay.
Well, for some reason, I don't even get half the notifications I used to. I don't know if I just need to like delete the app and then reinstall it just to see if that changes it up.
Yeah, I don't think I have that issue. I pretty much get everything. Occasionally they'll come through like, half an hour after it was actually sent. But that might just be a reception thing maybe on my phone.
Yeah,
I do mine really random. There's no rhyme or reason to how I do mine. I usually do a set price, not a percentage. So it's very weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense how I do it. So I only list stuff that's $10 or over. So if it's a $10 item, I just send an offer of $9. I don't even care if it sells or not. Like a $12 item, I'll send an offer of $10. So that's more than that 10% that I give off the $10 one. Then like a $15 item, I send an offer of $13.50. So that's 10%. So again, that's less. And then like a $20 item, I send an offer of $17.50, and that's not. That's a little bit more. It's like 11 point something percent. It's like then when I get up to like $30, I'll just send an offer of $25. So that's what I don't know what that is. 16%, whatever it is.
16.6%. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, it's just sort of random. And then, like a $25 item, I'll send an offer of $22.50. But if it's something that's like a hard sell or something that I just don't think will sell, I'll just send an offer of 20 or a better offer. It's weird. I did see that Brad shared the other day. I didn't know you could do this. That they've made it. You can do it online, but you couldn't do it in the app. Now in the app, you can do bulk send offers. So you can just say 10%. So if you've got 20 offers in your offers, you can just say 10% and it'll automatically send offers.
That's good.
Yeah, for all of them. So you don't have to do it individually, but I like to do it individually because
I still do too, because I change my amounts also. Usually my discount when I send out the offer, it's usually between 10 and 15%. I won't go more than that.
Yeah. And because I'm like checking my phone all day, I check my phone a lot throughout the day. I never have a heap of offers anyway, so
yeah,
it's
a couple here and there.
Yeah, I'm only doing 2, 3, 4 at a time, so it's not like I'm wasting. It's taking me heaps of time or anything. So I don't really bother with it.
If they really lowball me, I don't even counter. I'll decline it.
Yeah.
Come back when the offer's a little more respectable. Then we'll see if I counter.
Yeah, well, like I'll counter usually with usually with a ridiculous counter as well. So say if it's a $30 item that I'd normally send an offer of 25 out on, they send me an offer of $3 for it. I'll send them an offer of like 29 or whatever the absolute max is that I can.
Yeah.
But or sometimes I'll just send the offer back of 25. And if they sent me an offer of $3 and I counter at 25, and then they come back with an offer of $4, then I block them. I just go and block them.
Yeah,
like, you're just a time waster. Like, there's no point.
There's certain ones where I have a minimum offer set up on some of the higher dollar stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna go below this, so you guys can just waste your 5 offers on it if you want.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
But yeah, but the time wasters I'll just block. They're not worth. They're usually the ones that'll bitch and moan about something to try and get half their money back or something as well. So I don't really care for keeping them around. So far, I've comped to like 3 discs the whole time I've been sitting here.
I haven't done much either. I've only looked at 2 of the 5 discs I had in this line.
Here's another one.
There's a YouTuber, OBX Picker. He's on the outer skirts of like North Carolina. I don't know if he still does it, but he used to do a live listing. It's called Listing or Loafing, where he just BS and list and have some guys come in and talk, and he'd have it live for like 8 hours.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's fun. If I really wanted to get some work done, I wouldn't do this live. So there are days where so Tuesday just gone 2 days ago, I was thinking about doing this, but I was like, I really want to just get some shit done. My back was really bad as well, so I didn't end up doing much work. So it didn't matter anyway. But yeah, like I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go live because I actually want to really just churn through some of this stuff. But today it's like, this is just a real casual sort of. I'm just looking these up. I don't really care if I get a lot of it done or not. Like I've got quite a few done. I mean, I did most of those during the Octopuses live because like Grumpy Granny was just talking nonstop. No, I couldn't get a word in anyway. I had a low offer, so counted. They then sent a counter lower than their first offer. Yeah, I know. I do that as well.
Yeah, have fun with them sometimes.
That's the other thing I have. But this happens quite regularly too, way more regularly than you think it would. Someone will send me an offer of $4 for a $10 DVD or whatever, and I just counter at $9, and thinking that it's going to be another one of those ones where I have to go and block them, and I counter at 9, they just buy it. It's like, what? It's so weird. Why didn't you?
I've seen that sometimes too, and I don't get the rhyme or reason sometimes with these bars. Maybe they just want you to counter just to get a little something off, and they'll just take whatever they can get. I mean,
yeah, it's like, and I think the mentality is, I'll just offer it low, and that way I'll see what your best offer is,
right.
and I'll just accept whatever it is, kind of thing. So that's why I always counter offer once. But yeah, if they keep doing it, they just get blocked after the second time.
How big's your block bidders list?
It's quite big.
I think mine's only a few hundred. It's not too bad.
Yeah, well, mine, that'd be bigger than mine, I think. I find that a lot of them, so as soon as they become a non-registered user, they drop off the list. I don't know if that's the case on US eBay, but it is over here. So yeah, I find usually when I go and add someone, like a couple of them drop off. So, but yeah, I don't have any issue with blocking people. I think some people might be scared that they're losing sales, or those people can't buy anymore. It's like, well, you don't want them to. Like,
no, if they're going to create an issue,
yeah,
there's no point.
Fishing, hoping you just accept. Yeah. I mean, I'll block people if they ask too many questions. Like, those people always end up being bad buyers. They complain when they get it about something really minor because they just want to try and get a partial refund.
Yep.
Or if they want to ask a million questions about something that is clearly obvious in the photos and in my description, then I just block them. And yeah, I don't have a lot of issues. I do not have a lot of issues with buyers at all. It's pretty rare that I get.
I don't have a lot either.
Yeah, I think it's because of those sort of preventative measures. Like,
well, I block more because I'm a member of some of the eBay block bidder Facebook groups over here.
Yeah.
And so I'll see if someone else having an issue that sold media, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go. And I see the story because they usually provide pretty good backgrounds and some messaging back and forth and so on and so forth. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with this person. I'm just gonna have my list.
Yeah. You need to be able to see. You need to be able to see what's actually happened. You can't really just trust people to say block this first. We got one or two of our group chats. We've got occasionally one of us will just be like, "All right, block this muppet," and everyone else will block them because we all trust each other or whatever. We don't even need to see. We don't even need to see what the issue was, and that's really handy. Like, it's funny too because sometimes we'll send a screenshot into the say I was going to send a screenshot into the group chat, and one of the other guys will be like, "Oh, I was dealing with him yesterday." Like,
yep,
yeah, that's So I'll sort of block people from there. I don't follow in the Facebook. I just don't look at Facebook very often anyway. So
I kind of like watching some of the Facebook stuff come through the feed just for the entertainment factor. Also, just to see some of the horror stories that some of these other people are dealing with. And some people block just to block. I mean, don't unless you got a real reason. Don't just block the person. Because some of the stories I've read, I'm like, okay, I would have complained about the same thing. Why'd you block this person?
Yeah,
because they're bad sellers too.
Well, yeah, and some sellers are rude too. Like, and it's like, well, you were the rude one, like in the first place. So you can understand why that person, like that's why I won't blindly block. Like, if someone sends me their block list, I won't just blindly block everyone.
Yeah,
because
I don't do it either. People post them on Facebook sometimes. Here's my block list, and people are like, "Thanks." And I'm like, I ain't messing with it.
Yeah,
I'll leave it alone.
And the other thing is, like, someone might be, I can't think of really a very good example. Say someone is a CD collector and they're really finicky about their discs. They want them to be mint or whatever, blah, blah. Right. So a CD seller has had a lot of issues with them. But they want to buy a Blu-ray just because they want to watch it. They don't care if it's got any issues. It doesn't have to be mint, doesn't have to be perfect. So if I only sell Blu-rays, I'm fine to sell to that person. But if I was selling CDs as well, I might not want to sell to that person. So
Yeah.
people have different experiences with different sellers. So
sometimes depending on also the type of item I'm selling, I get an offer on. If it's an expensive item, you show us up, and I'm gonna look at their feedback just to kind of see what other issues that they've left for sellers. If there's any red flags first before I accept or counter.
Yeah, I've blocked a few people doing the same thing. Have this rare human centipede edition I want to list, but the cover has bare tits all over it. Just put stickers over.
Yep.
Stickers over it. That's what I've done it.
We'll post it now. Cover it up.
I sold a copy of a manual a few months ago that I sold. The front cover is just a lady with naked. So I put one of my. I think I put one of my labels. One of my. Just a plain label, just stuck over the top of it. Like you can put it over, just put a sticker on for the photo, and then you just take it off afterwards, so it doesn't get stuck.
Yeah. I got some drafts. I got to drop some listings at some point tonight before I go to bed.
Yeah, I find people who ask questions, wanting more photos, measurements, etc., never buy. Yeah, that's also the case as well.
That's the reason why I don't do clothing.
Blocking user does nothing. They can create a new account and buy it now. Yeah, I know. But
yeah, there's been people who have done that. Some people have 5 or 6 freaking accounts.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, you don't want to go. You got to create a new email. You got to and everything. Like, what a pain in the ass.
I mean, if you figure out that that's probably the case, you can message eBay. They can look into it and see if it's the same buyer with the same address and so forth.
Yeah,
same IP address even.
Yeah, and if you've had a real issue with a buyer, you kind of that their address is going to sort of. When you see it again, it's going to bring those memories back, and you go, hang on a minute, like this is that same guy.
I've got a couple I've specifically written down just in case I come across it again for some reason, if it wasn't blocked or whatever.
Yeah, I hate getting asked for a picture of the back of the disc. It's so hard to take a picture and show exactly what it's like. So
I do. It is hard, but I've got it pretty down pretty good because I have like a spotlight I use, an LED spotlight, and then I also use the flash on my phone, and I angle it just enough to where it'll show the scratches and stuff on it.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a bit like Dave. I'll just block because those people tend to be they're the ones that'll complain when they get it, kind of thing.
Yeah, and usually if it has scratches, I'll just I'll put disc has light scratches, nothing that affects play or something along those lines, or or if it is really bad and I'm still trying to flip it, I'll actually kind of skip through and actually test it if it's really bad. Like I just sold a Tony Iommi CD fused, which goes for a little bit, but the condition I got was really bad. I had to clean it for a few minutes just try and get the play, and it played. And I ended up getting 15 out of it. And so I'm like, okay, I haven't heard anything back, so I'm assuming it's okay.
Yeah, some people it doesn't like. The reality is, I don't want to say this about CDs because I think CDs are a lot more susceptible to scratches. DVDs are pretty durable. They can have a lot of light scratches on them and still play perfectly. And a lot of people know that, but if I usually just won't list them, even if I think they'll play fine. If they just looks really bad, I just won't list it because of the perception. Some people will see it and just be like, "Oh, this is shit." I had someone scam me 3 times. Shit.
Yeah, I've been scammed I think twice in my entire time on eBay, and I've got I'm just under 5,900 sales.
I have the board of crap customers with all my customers that are freaks. It's getting pretty big. Yeah, Yeah, try your best to prevent those buyers from. So things I do to prevent bad buyers. Number one, I dumb down my listing as much as possible.
Yep.
So I don't want to have too much information in there. So my listing, I try to have all the info in the title, and that's it. So and the photos, obviously. So the title and the photos. A lot of people only look at the photos and the title. They don't look any further. So my description actually doesn't have any description in it. It has, apart from the condition. So I put the condition in the description because you kind of have to. So if it's got light marks or whatever, I'll say it's got light marks but plays perfectly. So yeah, I try to dumb it down as much as I can. So people can, it's just easy. People can understand. Just preventative measures like that. What we were talking about, like if people ask too many questions, I just block them. If they sound like they're a bit of a nutter, block them. You're sending really low ball offers all the time, block them straight away, and it just weeds a lot of the nutcases out. And you really don't. Like I have barely any problems. You still get them. Like it's unavoidable, but I really don't have that many. So
yeah, in the condition description, I'll put the description of or whatever, and then I'll copy that also and paste it in the actual description body part also. So it's in two different spots. So if you didn't see it, that's not my problem. Plus, the pictures are going to show the scratches on the disc.
I do the same because I never used to touch my normal item description. It used to just, it's the same thing in all my listings because it was in my templates, and I'd put the condition in the condition listing. But then eBay changed the app, so now if you look up an item on, this is on Australian eBay, if you look up an item on the computer, it's a picture there, the title there, and then the condition description right under the title. And when you look it up on the app, it would have the pictures and the title first, then the description, and it would just automatically put the condition description in the item at the top of the item description. And now eBay have removed that. So now you've just got your photo, your title, and then you've got to click on item description to see it or whatever, and the condition isn't in there. So now I copy and paste the condition description into my listing description as well.
Yeah, well, stuff templated, and then I just I just add that to it. So that's one thing that changes my add to my template each time.
I said description so many times in that sentence. Look, I'm going insane. I'm probably gonna have to wrap up. I'm probably gonna have to wrap up soon because I've got my folks coming over to do me gardening and me clean the house. me professional lawnmower and house cleaner.
Yeah, I need to get off here soon too because I gotta go to bed.
It's
10 o'clock here.
Yeah. Well, it's 1 o'clock here in the Arvo, and I want to go to bed. So.
Well, I appreciate you having me on again.
Anytime. Always good to chat. Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Especially today. If you weren't here, I'd have been sitting here by myself.
Yeah, everybody popped in, and all of a sudden they were gone.
Yeah. We had like 20 people. 20 people watching. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. I'll probably do another one. I don't know if I'll do another one. You know what I'm like. It'll be random.
Yeah, all of a sudden I was watching something, and all of a sudden you popped on. I'm like, oh, you're live.
We should. You should go. Do you follow the Octopus?
I believe I do.
Yeah, because they're doing it. They're doing it live every Thursday morning. Like so, for you, that's Wednesday night. So they were on just before I went live.
Yeah, I need to start hitting them up too.
Yeah. So he's doing they're doing the same sort of thing. You can jump in and say good day. So yeah, they were on, and I jumped on there, and then I sort of said, "What's everyone else doing? Come over to my channel. I'll keep it going or whatever." So yeah. So yeah, everyone take note of that. Go over, follow the octopus. And he's live every Thursday. I think it's 10. I think they're doing it about 10 o'clock Thursday mornings, Melbourne time. So yeah, if you're watching this and you would like more of these, go and do that because they'll be more consistent than me too. I'll be a lot more random. But yeah. All right, we'll wrap up.
Okay.
Thanks, Brandon. Good to see you again.
Good seeing you too. Appreciate it.
Yeah. We'll see everyone next time.
Okay. Take care, everybody.
Cheers.